going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here from the campus of Rogers High School as we get ready for a Class 3A Area 16 matchup between the Lauderdale County Lady Tigers coming in with a 4-2 record and the Rogers Lady Pirates coming in at 7-4. I'm Ashley Balch, joined by my broadcast partner tonight, former college and high school coach, Corey Thomaston. Corey, welcome to the broadcast, man. We're excited to have you.
Excited to be here. Love high school basketball this time of year when the area play kicks off and ramps it up just a little bit more, so looking forward to a good game tonight.
You know, one of the things you and I talked about when we first looked at this was Lauderdale County only playing 6 games. Rogers already with 11 games. We'll get to that. We'll join the national anthem here, and then we'll come back and break down tonight's game. As we get started for the starting lineups for both teams, Corey, let's go back to what we were talking about. Both these teams have a great tradition of girls basketball, but what kind of challenges is it for Lauderdale County only having played 6 where Rogers has already played 11 games?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit different. They're probably still trying to figure some things out, whether they've overcome injuries and things like that, just trying to get a lineup set at this time of year. They've been challenged, though, with the games that they've played. They've already taken care of beating Deschler at home. It's a good win for the program there. Got a couple of other wins against Arab and Eider, and those are some good wins that can build some confidence for you. So even though they've only played 6 games to this point, they have been challenged pretty well in those games. On the other side, Rogers has gotten a really good picture of who they are. They dropped 4 games out of the 11, but they've also got some good wins in there. They've done a good job of protecting their home court to this point, so we'll see how that works out for them tonight.
Starting lineups for Lauderdale County will be number 4, Madison Mobley, number 11, Ansley Shelton, number 13, Armani Thomas, number 22, Adeline Dickerson, and number 30, Emery Owen. Starting lineup for Rogers, number 1, Addie Carson Pettis, number 3, Ansley Weatherford, number 22, Chloe Thigpen, number 23, Allie Kate Pettis, and number 44, Charlie Gail Ellis. Getting ready for tip-off. Should be a great one, Corey. I think these are 2 teams that have a lot of history of playing each other and battling hard and kicking off area play. Now we get to some games that really matter on your schedule.
Yeah, nerves will be a part of this early on. Who can handle that and sustain it early?
Lauderdale County will control the opening tip. Thomas will cross half court with it. She'll set up shop right at the top of the key, directing traffic. Will go in the corner. A three-pointer tip by Mobley is off the mark. And Rogers comes out with the rebound. That's number 1, Addie Carson Pettis. She'll get it ahead to Ellis. Hand it off to Weatherford, who will drive for the layup and miss it. The rebound coming out. And a three-point basket by Ellis.
Nice release there on the kick out. Great job of attacking, following your shot, and getting a second chance opportunity for your team.
Pushed up pretty hard by Lauderdale County, missing Thomas, missing the layup, but it'll be out of bounds. and it will remain Lauderdale County ball.
Yeah, Thomas clearly trying to push the pace there in transition, a little bit out of control, fortunate to get the ball back. You're seeing Rogers showing man-to-man here, looking at switching on all screens to this point.
Lauderdale County setting up their offense. Thomas will have it on the left side. She'll give it up top to to Dickerson. And they'll swing it in the far corner to Ansley Shelton. Motion offense moving around. Thomas will penetrate. She'll lose the ball, save it, and get it into the hands of Owens, who is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, great job of recognizing the gap there on penetration by Thomas. Does a good job, and then a nice little deflection on the inside. Lauderdale County comes up with a loose ball, fortunate to step to the free throw line.
And she will miss the first of two. That is Emery Owens. So she will have one more. Foul was called on number 1, Addie Carson Pettis, her first, as the second free throw is up and good.
Little 1-2-2 full court press here by Lauderdale County. No surprise there coming out of a dead ball situation.
Nice steal by Ansley Shelton. She'll miss the layup, and it's rebounded by Rogers. Pettis will push it up the floor. Three-point attempt from the top of the key, and it's drained. That's number 3, Ansley Weatherford, with her first basket of the game.
Weatherford doing a great job, just trailing the point guard. Pettis coming down the right side, hits the top of the key, in rhythm, nice release.
Madison Mobley with a baseline jumper. It's no good, and Rogers again coming away with the rebound. That's number 22, Chloe Thigpen with the ball. Pettis will attempt the long three, and it's brought down by Thomas for the Lady Tigers. They'll get it into Owens. She'll turn and face the basket. Great defense, but a nice rebound there by Madison Mobley, and she'll put it back in.
Mobley with the heads-up job of crashing from the backside. Rogers unable to drop down with the high defender and get into rebounding position.
And then that pressure will force a turnover, and Lauderdale County will now inbounds it from underneath their goal. Thomas on the inbounds. She'll get it out to Mobley. He'll take a long three. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and Owens comes away with it for Lauderdale County. Another three-point attempt, and that's good from Adeline Dickerson.
It's 4 offensive rebounds to this point already for Lauderdale County, doing a great job of just extending possessions. Even when the first shot doesn't fall, that one results in their first 3 of the night.
Rogers pushing it. They'll get inside to Ellis, and she'll make it and have the add one, as the foul is going to be on number 13, Armani Thomas. That's her first, team first.
Great high-low look there. Really did a good job of spacing out the floor. 2 shooters on the backside. Got the reversal to the top of the key and then immediate seal. That job that time by Ellis with a great job of just creating space and then finishing through contact.
Ellis will fin off the three-point play, now with 6 points here early in the first quarter for Charlie Gale Ellis.
Rogers making the most of the possessions that they're getting into the front court with right now.
Nice drive and dish by number 11, Ansley Shelton. She'll hand it off to Emery Owens, who drops in the 2-point play. A lot of pressure by Lauderdale County on defense. Nice backdoor pass, and the layup is missed by Weatherford, and Dickerson will come away with the rebound. Another great pass up ahead.
Reward the big. Great job in transition by Emery Owens that time, getting down the floor, and nice job of catching and finishing with the soft touch.
They'll kick it across to Pettis, and she'll drain a three. So Addie Carson Pettis with the three-point shot, and Rogers now leads 12-10.
We were talking about teams having a little bit of nerves early on. So far, these teams look loose. They look free, as another three-point is made that time by Owens from the corner. These teams came to play tonight.
You could tell there's 2 well-coached teams, too. Just the offense, the defense that they're in, the ball movement, backdoor passes, open layups. 2 really good coached teams. Pettis will hand it off to Weatherford for the three. It is no good. Ellis will pull down the offensive rebound. Nice drive there by Addie Kate Pettis, and she will be fouled, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. She's fouled by Madison Mobley, her first.
Pettis with a great job that time of just squaring her man up, crossing over, and that first step she created separation, got all the way to the rim. Didn't finish through the contact, but did a good job of drawing the contact. Hits the first free throw. Substitutions come into the game for Rogers, number 21, Allie Chandler, and checking in for Lauderdale County, number 23, Leah Hollingsworth.
So both free throws are good by Allie Kate Pettis. And Rogers up now 14-13. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. A lot of scoring already as Lauderdale County will get into their offense. Long three-point attempt is drained. That's Madison Mobley again. Corey, we're seeing some fantastic shooting early on here.
Yeah, that's 5 lead changes already. We're not even through the first quarter yet.
Great defense by Shelton as she gets her hands up and breaks up the pass, and Thomas will pull the trigger on a 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Hollingsworth. The putback was no good, and Rogers comes away with it.
One of the things you see with both teams is all 5 players have the ability to shoot the ball and handle the basketball, and that makes it so much easier to execute in transition when you've got anybody on the floor can get the rebound and start the break.
Ellis with the long 3's no good, so Lauderdale County back on their end. Mobley will attempt another 3, and the rebound comes all the way out to Shelton. So Lauderdale County will reset. Shelton over to Dickerson and in the corner to Thomas. Back to Shelton. She'll pump fake and drive with the easy 2-point layup for Ansley Shelton. Her first basket of the night, and Lauderdale County now with an 18-14 lead. Push by Rogers. Checking in for Rogers, number 33, Avery Lindsay, as possession will remain to the Lady Pirates.
A little fatigue setting in right now. Pace has been pretty frantic to this point.
Nice inbounds play. The layup was missed by Pettis, and Lauderdale County will come away with the rebound as Shelton will penetrate, throw it up with the left hand. It's no good. Nice offensive rebound by Pettis, and the ball will go out of bounds, and Rogers will take it out on the inbounds. Rogers doing a nice job breaking the press. Great pass by Pettis over to Lindsay.
Finish that time by Lindsay. She got hit going up. There's no call, but she finished through that. You got to play through the contact. Let the officials call it if they see it.
Dickerson with the drive. Ball will come out to Valentina Pichon, who has checked in. And then a long three-point again by Madison Mobley.
Mobley missed her first couple, and now she's starting to find a little bit of rhythm.
Rogers with the push. And a great layup by Allie Kate Pettis.
Yeah, and Coach Clemens not real happy with what she's seeing from her transition defense right now. That's 3 out of the last 4 possessions. They've given up an open shot, whether it was a layup or a kick out in transition. So she's calling a quick timeout, get them back, settled down a little bit, making sure that they've got somebody covering back. Rogers doing a great job of forcing tempo. Both teams have just come out tonight, and we're on a ridiculous pace right now at this point. Towards the end of the first quarter here with 1:19 to go in the first quarter, these teams are finding open looks and knocking down open looks, giving themselves second chance opportunities on Lauderdale County's end, and Rogers not getting as many offensive rebounds, but they're doing a really good job of converting the first one they get.
Talk about that pressure, Corey. It's great to try and slow teams down, but if they get it in the middle and can kick it out to a wing, it really becomes helping them play faster.
Yeah, they're really looking to try to get some disruption with that first trap, with that 1-2-2 look. And if that trap doesn't create havoc, you can get a runner going through the middle, which is what Rogers has done, and then trail with the backside. And they've been successful in that. Lauderdale County has forced a couple of turnovers. It's a high risk, high reward type defense, and so that when it pays off, and if their conditioning is great, it's one of those things that can really pay off deep into the basketball game.
Ball goes inside to Hollingsworth, who misses the turnaround, and Rogers will come out with it. Pettis ahead to Thigpen. Three-point attempt is off the mark by Allie Chandler. And Ansley Shelton will come away with the rebound from Lauderdale County.
Shelton with a great look ahead that time. The ball just gets past Hollingsworth there in transition, but she's done a nice job of finding open spaces and finding open players.
Another long three-point attempt is drained by Allie Chandler.
Another matchup problem for Lauderdale County coming out of transition, and that was off of a dead ball situation. Still just didn't find people. And again, Rogers, all 5 players have the ability and the green light to shoot.
Lauderdale County now. Pashan with the drive with the left hand. It's no good. And it'll be
foul on Hollingsworth.
Going to be a foul on Hollingsworth. So that will be Hollingsworth's first. Third team foul. Corey, when Sam and I were in Hartsville last week, I completely forgot about the new rule change in basketball where it's now 5 fouls per quarter. And I'm sitting here on my little tally sheet and I'm going, well, we're at 5, we're at 7. And I'm like, but they've reset.
Yeah.
Took me a minute to get back and say, okay, no more 1-and-1s. We're just going to 5 fouls and then you shoot 2 for the quarter.
Clock awareness here. Rogers gets a couple of subs in there in that last possession, unaware of how much time's on the clock and don't get off a good look.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Tied up 21-all, Rogersville, Lauderdale County. You're watching high school basketball on the X-Sports Network, brought to you by Bank Independent.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
Welcome back to Rogers High School, ready to start the second quarter here tonight. Rogers and Lauderdale County girls basketball 3A area opener knotted at 21 to start the second quarter.
Lauderdale County getting in the offense. They'll kick it into Owens. She'll swing it out for a long three-point attempt by Hannah Ballou. It's missed, but Rogers couldn't get the rebound. Lauderdale County comes away with a 3.
No, it went in. It bounced off of like 4 different things.
I've looked down at my score sheet.
Fell through, yeah. It's a good
So Ballou with a 3. Rogers now in their offense, knocked away from Weatherford. Pettis will corral it in the corner before Ballou will knock it out of bounds, and possession will remain with Rogers.
Rogers having a challenging time with the post play of Lauderdale County, so they're doubling down hard, which has created some open kick-out looks for Lauderdale County. 5-out offense here for Rogers, though. They really space the floor out, create a lot of driving lanes and passing lanes on paint touches.
What Lauderdale County does a real good job of is getting their hands on balls.
Yes.
I've noticed that already. Very active with their hands. Long three-point attempt now by Rogers is no good. That was Allie Kate Pettis. And Lauderdale County will push. Hit in the corners, knocked out of bounds by Addie Carson Pettis.
Yeah.
And Lauderdale County will inbounds it from right in front of the Rogers bench.
Rogers is doing a good job of trying to create mismatches on the perimeter, sometimes settling for threes when they have had success attacking the basket.
Thomas will drive to her left, hand it off to Clara Freeman, who's checked into the game. And there is Madison Mobley with another long 3, her third 3, now with 11 points for
Really,
Madison Mobley.
Anytime she's within the range of the three-point line, she is letting it fly. She does a great job of gathering herself, being on balance, and finishing up top with her follow-through. Really nice-looking jumper.
And there's where the pressure has forced a turnover as Rogers was pushing.
6-0 run here to start the second quarter by Lauderdale County. You can see a little bit of a different energy in them, and Rogers so far in this quarter has not matched that energy.
Armani Thomas will hand it off, and then Owens will drive through the contact. It'll go out of bounds off of Pettis and will remain Lady Tigers ball.
Really nice job there by Weatherford. She's giving up some size down low, but does a good job of staying fundamentally sound and creates a missed shot there. Ball stays on for Lauderdale County, and now they force a turnover.
Thomas almost turns it over, but fights to get it back. She'll drive. Ball's knocked out of her hands by Weatherford, and it'll remain Lauderdale County ball inbounds underneath their goal.
Really nice job so far by this three-man crew of just allowing these girls to play through a little bit of contact, see what they're – these are some good basketball teams. They need to understand that they have to be able to play through some of the contact and not going to get bailed out every time there's a touch. That was a little bit more than a touch there.
Blocking foul. That will be on Charlie Gail Ellis. That'll be her first team foul of the second quarter. Lauderdale County get it into Mobley at the top of the key. She'll get it down to Owens, who will drop it in for two.
A great job on that inbounds pass of getting into the corner, swinging it up top quickly. And then once they do that, the post player drops into the middle. Great high-low action. That's the third time they've had a layup out of that same exact set. And Rogers has not adjusted to it by bringing in extra help from the backside.
30-second timeout called by Coach Troy Pettis and the Rogers. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school basketball on the X Sports Network, brought to you by Bank Independent.
Have you ever seen those halftime scholarships where you have to nail a 40-yard field goal? Yeah, this isn't that. I just had to open a Bank Independent account and follow a few simple steps. That's it. A 20% scholarship to UNA. Bank Independent. We're invested in your future.
Welcome back to Rogers High School girls basketball. Lauderdale County and Rogers. Lauderdale County leads 29-21. Bank Independent has been a trusted name in North Alabama for more than 75 years. Whether you're saving, borrowing, or planning for the future, we're here to help every step of the way. Bank Independent, local, strong, and committed to you. Member FDIC.
Back in the offense, we're going to have an illegal screen. That's going to be called on Ansley Weatherford, her first. Second team foul of the second quarter.
You have 4 quarters, 2 halves. It's all about the adjustments from one quarter to the next, one half to the next. And so far, Lauderdale County coming out of that first quarter break has done a great job of just picking up the intensity on the defensive end and really executing offensively, even more so than they were in the first quarter when they did a fine job of it. But Rogers has not responded the same way.
Dickerson with the pass inside the blue. She drives, but the shot is blocked by Ellis, and she'll come away with the rebound, and Rogers will push. Ellis will drive in, kick it to the corner, and it's going to be knocked out of Chloe Thigpen's hand, and Lauderdale County will drive now. Dickerson with the drive. No good. Owens with the rebound and putback. It's no good. And then I think we're going to have a foul on Owens on the rebound.
Yeah, really nice job on both ends of the floor by the officials of letting the young ladies play through some contact. Coaches are a little bit upset about not getting some of those calls, but I think that's what's going to help prepare them as they go through this season, is having to fight through a little bit of adversity like that.
Another great play by Lauderdale County on defense, just active hands. That's Hannah Ballou knocking the ball out of bounds.
And what you're not seeing from Rogers right now, you're not seeing a lot of ball fakes. You see one look and a pass, and that timing is what keeps their offense going. But that timing is being disrupted right now by Lauderdale County in their active hands. And so what Rogers is going to have to do is figure out how to utilize some shot fakes and some pass fakes and still have the flow to their offense.
Rogers with the turnover. Lauderdale County setting up offense on the other end. Shelton will swing it across to Mobley. She'll take another three. And it's not a broken record, but it's good as well.
Had the opportunity to coach Mobley's mom for a couple years at North Alabama. Same thing. She gets hot one night, and the shots you just find her with the ball because the shots are going to keep going in. This is an impressive first half for the young lady.
14 points now for Mobley.
4 threes in that run.
Dickerson keeps it alive for Lauderdale County. Out to Shelton. She'll drive, miss the layup. And Thigpen will come away.
Extremely quick with that first step. Does a great job of getting to the rack, just unable to finish.
Pettis with a three on this end for Rogers, and it's no good. And Owens with a strong rebound for the Lady Tigers. Up ahead to Ballou. She'll miss the layup, and Thigpen will come away with the rebound. I think you're seeing some tired legs right now from Rogers. This pace has been really up-tempo, as Pettis will miss another three, and Ballou will come down.
Yeah, and they're not really getting any break because of the style that they're playing with that 5-out. They really don't pose much of a threat on the offensive glass, and so if the shot's not going in and causing the ball to go out of bounds, it's really quick transition back to playing defense on the other end. That's really effective when shots are falling, but, man, those nights when you're not able to convert from the perimeter, you got to find some secondary things to go to be able to score.
Nice pass by Ballou to Dickerson, and Adeline Dickerson.
15-0 run to start the second quarter by Lauderdale County.
Yeah, Rogers yet to score this quarter, as Pettis will miss the layup, and Shelton will push it for Lauderdale County. Nice job by Pettis following the play. She'll get it back, and we're going to have a timeout by Rogers, a full timeout for Rogers. 36-21, 2 minutes, 33 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is high school basketball on the X Sports Network, brought to you by Bank Independent.
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always been a phone call away.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Welcome back. Again, 2:33 remaining in the second quarter, 36-21 Lauderdale County. Corey, talk a little bit about the pace.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here from Rogers is you're seeing one style that was very effective in the first quarter, and then as soon as things start to shift a little bit with the shots not falling, they haven't been able to get to their second layer of offense, and so the pace of them taking those quick perimeter shots has really resulted in them being gassed on defense, and you're seeing Lauderdale County take advantage of that. Lauderdale County has subbed out more, and so they've gone a little bit deeper into their bench than Rogers has, and it's paying dividends for Lauderdale County, but it's really putting a lot of pressure on the offense of Rogers to keep the pace.
Rogers with possession. Avery Lindsay will hand it off. That's now number 20, Lauren Nash, who's checked in, and she'll swing it over for a three-point attempt by Chloe Thigpen, and it'll be out of bounds to Lauderdale County. If you're Rogers, do you kind of maybe now not press as much and not force, or do you kind of get into a flow of an offense maybe?
Yeah, I think what you'll see is they'll start to make a few more passes in their offense and try to get extremely clean looks and not force the first shot that they get. Sometimes that pressure can get in your head, though, and make you think if you get a decent look, you better take it because it might be the best look you get. Teams that are disciplined are going to continue to move the basketball until they get the look they want.
Audrey McClaney has checked in for Rogers now, number 12. We're going to have a foul on Leah Hollingsworth over the back there. That's her second.
Lauren Nash has also come onto the floor for Rogers as well.
So Rogers trying to get some fresh bodies in to give some starters a little bit of a rest, as again this pace, they handled it very well in the first quarter. We were tied 21-21, but now it's 36-21 Lauderdale County. And we're going to have a 5-second count.
And that was Leah Hollingsworth's second foul on that last play there. So that could be a factor down the road. She's been really effective in the interior.
Lauderdale County back on offense. They'll get it inside to Owens. She'll get it back to Shelton, back to Owens, and then she's fouled.
Yeah, Avery Lindsay just a little late there on the help. They're doubling down into the paint, anything that's a kick out. So rotation for the other three to cover four, and that time just a little bit late and a little bit handsy as the shot went up and she came across her arm. First free throw is up and no good, just a little short for Emery Owens.
Second one is good, so now a 16-point lead for Lauderdale County. Turnover. Shelton will come away with it, and she'll push. Slow it up now, get it to Thomas at the top of the key. She'll get it over to Dickerson. Now to Mobley in the corner.
Yeah, the design of the full court press for Lauderdale County is to really just speed the offense up, and Rogers is playing right into that right now, especially with some of the people that have come off the bench coming onto the floor, and that tempo, they're playing a little bit faster than they're comfortable playing right now, which is a result in a number of turnovers here in the second quarter.
Pettis and Ellis check back in for Rogers. Ellis will go to work. Again, great hands by Dickerson. She'll come away with the steal, get it ahead to Clara Freeman, who is fouled, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, and that's Pettis' second foul, and she just came back onto the floor. That's tough for Rogers because she makes them go on the offensive end. They need her handles. They need her court vision, the ability to move things. She just kind of got hung on the backside of that transition break with no option but to deflect the basketball, and came through the arm in doing so.
Freeman makes the first, misses the second. And Ellis will come away with the rebound. She'll push ahead to Pettis, over to Thigpen. Back to the top of the key to the other Pettis. So the two Pettis playing a two-man game. And now Allie Kate will drive and kick out to Ellis. Ellis back to Pettis. Long three-point attempt, and it's good. So our first points of the second quarter come on a long three by Addie Carson Pettis.
Yeah, 17 seconds left in the half here. Rogers really trying to get one more stop, not give up another final bucket, and keep it manageable going into the second half.
Freeman again on the drive, and she's fouled.
Really nice job of just splitting the gap there. Two defenders, both of them standing up and not in their stance, and able to get in between that gap, draw the foul, get to the free throw line with just under 9 seconds to go in the first half.
Foul was on Ellis, her second. Team foul number 5.
Freeman hit the first.
And the second is up and good as well. So Freeman now with 3 points, all from the free throw line. 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. As Allie Kate Pettis will push, give it off to Charlie Ellis. She'll pull up, and it'll be short. And your halftime score, Lauderdale County 40. Rogers 24. This is high school basketball on the X Sports Network, brought to you by Bank Independent.
So it's been a pretty amazing journey with the Orion Amphitheater. The design was ambitious. It's pretty incredible, the caliber of artists that we've had through these doors. Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. Obviously, they've done a fantastic job, and the spirit of what Bank Independent does is right there in the name.
For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
Welcome back to halftime of the 3A girls basketball game between Lauderdale County and Rogers. Lauderdale County up 40-24 at the half after a frantic first quarter. Things settled down just a little bit in the second quarter for Rogers. Lauderdale County continued to push it out. Joining me now is the head coach of the boys basketball team for Rogers High School, Coach Jay Mitchell. Coach, welcome. Glad you're here tonight.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you taking the time. And, Coach, I know coming off of a season last year where you had a lot of upperclassmen and had some kids that graduated after a good run at the end of the year last year, stepping into a team. It's a little bit of a rebuilding mindset this year. Talk to me about not so much what you have seen, but what are you looking for from your guys at this stage going into area play tonight? What do you want to see from them from a competitive standpoint?
Just that word, compete. I mean, we want to be competing for 4 quarters, playing hard. We just don't want it to lay down when you're playing a team that's probably going to go to the Final Four. So we want to compete. We want to compete every possession. Don't look at the scoreboard. Get better each possession. Play hard. 4th quarter, just like you play hard in the 1st quarter.
And so as you were preparing your guys and trying to get that out of them, there's going to be some nerves, obviously, coming into a rivalry game like this. How are you approaching things from a practice standpoint to try to get things to where you're competing in practice at the level that you want to see from them night in and night out when the jerseys are on?
Well, that's it, too, is compete in practice also. Don't worry about being injured in practice or going half speed. Learn how to go full speed all the time. You know, we say rest when you get home. Rest when you get home, rest when you get home. So that's sort of the motto, and that's what we're trying to learn to do. Once we learn to play hard for 4 quarters, then we can start worrying about winning games.
Yeah, for sure, and that's the lesson you're trying to learn before Christmas is who are you and what are you about, and what is the competition level that you're able to accomplish. So as you kind of go through this next couple of weeks getting into the Christmas holidays, for you guys as you kind of reset at that point, what would you like to see from a standpoint of the next few games that you have even after tonight?
Yeah, so we play tonight, we play and play tomorrow, and then you got exams, so we don't play till next Friday and Saturday. So you really got 4 games coming up before Christmas. It's not about wins and losses as much as it is being in the game. Yeah. And defensively, really got to come up with an identity defensively, and that's where we've been searching. That's what we're looking to do the next 4 games is what are we going to do the rest of the year defensively.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I know tonight's going to be a tough test for your guys and challenge their character a little bit. Hopefully you can get them to focus on those things and not play to the scoreboard as much as play to a standard that you're setting for them. Good luck tonight. Good luck the rest of the year. Appreciate you joining us up here tonight during halftime of the girls' game.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Good luck. I'll talk to you.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
Have you ever seen those halftime scholarships where you have to nail a 40-yard field goal? Yeah, this isn't that. I didn't have to write a long essay or audition or make a half-court shot. I just had to open a Bank Independent account, use my debit card, sign up for online banking, and have a positive balance. That's it. A 20% scholarship to UNA. When Bank Independent invests in students like me, they're investing in all of us and the future of our community. Bank Independent. We're invested in your future.
She'll give it off to Pettis. Back to her sister. And now Addie Carson with it for the from the top of the key is no good, and Elena Thomas will come out of the rebound, and she'll push ahead to Shelton.
Much better offensive possession that time, though. The shot didn't fall. They got a great look because they were patient, got a couple of extra passes, did a good job of penetrating, getting a paint touch, and then forcing a good look up that just didn't fall.
Thomas with the drive, Owens with the rebound. Both shots were missed, and now Ellis will come out with the rebound.
Ellis's presence on the floor in the first half. Every time she was on the floor, good things happened for them.
Nice up and under move by Ellis.
Right on
she'll
cue.
Drop into.
Does a nice job there of just generating the offense. Gets the rebound, pushes the ball to the floor, kicks it to the wing, and immediately dives to the rim. And she does a good job with her feet of creating just some space for herself.
Shelton with the three. It's off the mark. And Addie Carson Pettis will come out with the rebound. Smallest one on the court, comes away right out of the middle with the ball. So
she's played a really solid game at the point guard for Rogers tonight on both ends of the floor.
Weatherford now with it. She'll penetrate. Kick it out to Ellis, who will get fouled on the three by Owens.
Just a reminder, tonight's game is brought to you by Bank Independent, proudly serving our community since 1947. From personal banking to business solutions, Bank Independent is committed to helping North Alabama thrive. Member FDIC.
So Charlie Gail Ellis will go to the line with 3 as Owens picks up her first team foul here in the third quarter. I think if you're Rogers, you just got to take it slow. You can't get 13, 14 points back in one possession.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
You're
just
trying
chip
to get
away at it.
trying to get it to a manageable game going into the fourth quarter. If you can get it back to single digits, you have an opportunity. Hits all 3 of the free throws there. Does a great job right off the bat. Rogers is looking good coming out in the second half.
Dickerson with it. She'll give it to Thomas. Over to Mobley. She'll drive. Pull up. Try to get it out to Owens, and it is deflected by Ellis, but Owens will corral it. She'll get it held to Shelton. Nice pass to Mobley. And Mobley will drop in points number 17 and 18 on the night.
Mobley is hyperactive right now. She is all over the place on defense and on offense, finding open spots on the perimeter and cutting to the rim when she doesn't have the basketball.
Rogers will break the pass, get it in the corner to Weatherford for the 3. It's off the mark. Long rebound is handled by Dickerson, and she'll push.
Good job in transition that time of getting a good look, just didn't get the shot to fall.
Thomas will drive. It's no good. Owens' rebound is no good, and it'll go off the hands of Weatherford, and it'll remain with Lauderdale County. 42-29 now, 5:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
The whole team is feeding off of Mobley's energy right now. Emery Owens doing a great job of being active on the glass, keeping possessions alive, and really fighting for tips and touches.
And they'll get it into her. She'll turn and lay it in.
It's the 4th time she scored off of a baseline inbounds play tonight. That time they reversed it. They went high on the inbounds and then back to the corner.
13 points now for Owens as the trap gets Pettis right across the half-court line, and Rogers will call.
You're really seeing great execution on the out-of-bounds plays by Lauderdale County tonight, where they are activating their post players, using them to get a little bit of a rub, get the ball in. Early in the first half, every inbounds pass went to the corner, and then they reversed the ball up top and allowed the post player to seal and get a high-low look. Now in the second half, they took the corner pass away, threw the deep pass in up top of the key, and she does a great job of just fighting to the middle, getting an inside seal. The high-low pass was beautiful. Great job of finishing. They've really executed their half-court baseline out of bounds with precision tonight.
Owens now with 13 points on the night. Her and Mobley both in double figures. As Rogers will set up offense. Ellis at the top of the key. She'll hand it off to Pettis, being guarded by Thomas. Backdoor cut there is no good. And Pettis will corral it, wrap it up in the corner, and Ellis will try a long 3, and it's off the mark. Great read there by Pettis, fighting for the rebound. And they will reset.
Thigpen with a really strong rebound.
Thigpen.
Yeah.
As Allie Kate Pettis will drive, and she's fouled by
seeing
Thomas, and we'll go to the line.
Seeing a different intensity to start this half than you did to start the second quarter. I think they got reset, got their legs back under them, and they've played with a lot more intensity to start this half. Can they chip away is the challenge. Can you get enough stops to get yourself back into it?
So that foul was called on Adeline Dickerson, her second team foul. As Pettis will miss both free throws, and Owens will come away with the rebound. Thomas ahead to Dickerson. She'll drive. Ball will be knocked out of her hand. And it will remain Lauderdale County ball as Weatherford and Avery Lindsay check in for the Lady Pirates.
Trying to get really good minutes out of their depth here in the second half.
Ball back into Owens. She'll turn, and I think we're going to have a charge. I think that's a pretty good call by the official. She came in with some elbows out.
Yeah, I don't love the call, but it's probably the right call. That was a fantastic drop step. Fantastic drop step move there where she really did create some contact into that. If we had the half circle like we do in the collegiate game, it definitely would not have been an offensive foul because of how deep it was. But it's a high school game. It's probably the right call. Got to play through it.
Getting a little physical now as we've got a couple of bodies hitting the floor, playing hard as Owens takes a break. That was her third foul, so Leah Hollingsworth will check in.
Yeah,
for her.
Subbing Ellis out on the other end is not nearly as big of a deal with Owens now sitting on the bench for Lauderdale County. Really having a hard time getting up the floor for Rogers. One person on two right now. Turns the ball over again.
Hollingsworth missed the jumper, and Pettis will come away with the rebound. She'll get it ahead, and Hollingsworth will deflect it out of bounds. What you're seeing Lauderdale County do now is, as Rogers is bringing it up the court, they're running two men up on her, as all of the Rogers girls have dropped back to get set up for offense, and they've been without help.
Yes, every time their backs are turned to the basketball, and it's put Rogers in a bind a couple of times already in this quarter.
Thomas will drive, and she's going to be fouled by Lindsay, Avery Lindsay.
That's the right move there by Thomas. You're taught get to the free throw line and see what the defense gives you, and that time defense was off balance, and she just continued to press into it, and fortunate to get to the free throw line there. Great read in transition.
So she'll make the first one. Thomas on the board now with her first point of the night. Second free throw is long, and it will come out to Allie Chandler.
Chandler's had some good minutes for them coming off the bench, giving them some good rebounds. Done a nice job.
Weatherford will hand it off to Chandler, and she'll pull the three. It's no good. Avery Lindsay tries to make the save, but her foot is on the line, and it'll be out of bounds to Lauderdale County.
Yeah, another pretty good look there for Rogers. Rogers has been much more successful on the passes that have come from the paint back to the perimeter than they have on the movement around the perimeter or off the bounce. Just haven't been nearly as successful in getting their shoulder square on those shots.
Long three is no good, as Rogers will push, and Thigpen is fouled by Ansley Shelton, her fourth team foul of this third.
That'll be Chandler. Yeah, that's Chandler going to the free throw line.
Chandler at the free throw line.
Their jerseys are bunched up. It's hard to
see. That's Clara Freeman. Or is that 2 or 21?
It's 21 for Rogers, yeah.
So Allie Chandler at the line. She'll make both. Line change for Rogers, as they will take everybody out except Weatherford. Lauderdale County with a 14-point lead, 45-31.
Rogers continuing to stay in their half-court man, switching everything, really trying to jump the ball on the screens.
Ballou will drive. She will be fouled by Nash, Lauren Nash, her first. Second team foul, and Hannah Ballou at the line shooting 2.
Hannah Ballou just put her head down, goes around the switch on that screen up top, and determined to get to the free throw line is the best way to describe that motion.
Her first free throw is up and good. Second one is also good. So 16-point lead, as Nash will push ahead for Rogers. Going to trap her in the corner. She'll get it to Weatherford, who will shoot a three from the top of the key. It's no good. Nice rebound by Chloe Thigpen. And she'll get it to Weatherford, who will work the offense. Back to Thigpen.
Thigpen's been real active on the offensive glass. Does a great job. We mentioned they're 5 out all the time, so you have to have great action from your wing guards to crash in if you're going to get any offensive rebounds in second possessions.
Turnover by Rogers. Ballou now with a long three from the corner. It's no good. And Ansley Shelton will fight for the rebound for Lauderdale County. She'll get it to Mobley and over to Freeman. Nice pick and roll by Ansley Shelton and Leah Hollingsworth.
Shelton's athleticism has been a problem on the perimeter all night long because she's gotten to the rim early in the game. She came off those ball screens in the first half and really head down, attack to the rim, and was able to convert. Now this time she reads the double team on her and drops it over the top. Great job by Hollingsworth with the catch and getting to the rim and finishes both free throws.
So back to the full court press now for Lauderdale County. Nash will take it to the middle, get it over to Ellis, who will swing it back to Thigpen, who needs a nice look underneath. And the basket is good by Audrey McClanahaney. McElhaney.
Yeah, that was a great look in transition by Thigpen. McElhaney with the great catch and finish. Needed that basket as Lauderdale County had pushed it out to their largest lead in the game. Have an official's timeout here.
Checking on Nash, didn't see what happened.
She got the wind knocked out of her, I believe. Not really sure. It appears to be okay. She told the ref she was okay, but at that point they've got to take her out of the game.
So Addie Carson-Pettis will replace Nash, and Lauderdale County will inbounds from in front of their bench. Claire Freeman with it at the top of the key, over to Dickerson, and in the corner to Shelton. Back out to the top to Ballou, over to Freeman. She'll work with the left hand for handing it back to Dickerson. Shelton back to Freeman in the corner. Freeman will drive. Nice drop pass to Dickerson, who had it broken up and then dribbled it on the out-of-bounds line, and it'll be over to Rogersville. 1:25 remaining here in the third quarter.
Dickerson a little too unselfish that time. Had the open look, didn't take it, and as a result ends up turning the ball over.
So again, the full court pressure by Lauderdale County as Ellis will push it ahead. McElhaney will go the baseline before it's stolen by Shelton. So she'll push now. Bring it up on the right-hand side. Crossover back to the middle. Great penetration. Misses the layup. And Weatherford comes out with it. She'll push ahead and drive down the lane. And she's going to be fouled by Freeman. So Clara Freeman with her fifth team foul. 54 seconds remaining. And Weatherford will go to the line to shoot two.
One of the things that kind of gives you an idea as to how effective Lauderdale County's defense is, Rogers is not turning the ball over from a dead ball standpoint. They're not traveling a lot. They're not doing things that create a dead ball situation that they have control over. Lauderdale County is forcing a ton of turnovers, though, in a live ball situation off of deflections. Their ability to get a hand on the ball, jump through a passing lane, anticipate the next rotation has really created this space for them with their half-court defense and their transition defense. They've done a really good job all night long of turning turnovers into offense for themselves.
Weatherford with one of two as Hollingsworth will put it up. Ellis trying to get the rebound. It goes off her leg, and Lauderdale County will have it underneath the basket with 39 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 49-34, 15-point lead for Lauderdale County.
It's a big possession right here.
Thomas on the inbounds. Nice look to Ballou, and Ballou will finish. Great inbounds pass by Thomas. Setting Ballou up.
Yeah, really nice job by Lauderdale County that time. Turnover by Rogers again in transition, and then they give it right back.
Nice job by Weatherford taking right in the passing lanes. Taking it away on the pass by Dickerson. So they'll push now. Addie Carson-Pettis will drive, turn around, and then give it off to Thigpen and back to Pettis. She'll give it over to Ellis. And Thomas just takes it away from her, and Ellis grabs her to prevent the breakaway with just under 1 second left.
Thomas with a defensive clinic on that possession. Did a great job on the basketball. Penetration to the baseline side. She does a great job of beating her man to the spot, forces the ball to be kicked back out, finds herself in a switch, and ends up coming up with the steal. Great job in that half-court set by the defense, by Thomas in particular.
End of the third quarter. Lauderdale County 51, Rogers 34. You're watching high school basketball on the X Sports Network, brought to you by Bank Independent.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
So it's been a pretty amazing journey with the Orion Amphitheater. The design was ambitious. It's pretty incredible, the caliber of artists that we've had through these doors. Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. Obviously, they've done a fantastic job, and the spirit of what Bank Independent does is right there in the name.
Welcome back to Rogers High School at the start of the fourth quarter for the girls 3A area opener tonight. Lauderdale County up 51-34 over the home team, Rogers Pirates. It's been a back and forth battle. First quarter saw 5 lead changes. Lauderdale County took control in the second quarter and has really maintained that gap throughout the first 3 quarters.
Hollingsworth with the miss and the rebound corralled by Allie Kate Pettis. And she'll push ahead, being guarded by Thomas. She'll drive in, try the layup. It's no good, and Hollingsworth will come out with the rebound. Thomas will push. She was slowed up by Lindsay. And then we've got a foul call.
Yeah, Pettis just a little bit over pursuing there. Had her dead in the corner and just able to push her down to the ground. Just a reminder from Bank Independent, managing your money has never been easier. With Sync Mobile, contactless debit cards, and personalized service at every sales office, Bank Independent offers the tools you need with the service you deserve. Member FDIC.
Lauderdale County now inside to Hollingsworth. She'll lose it, pick it back up, and miss the shot. Nice rebound and score by Leah Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth just too much in the paint right now with Ellis on the bench for Rogers. I'm sorry, Ellis is back on the floor. She was not in the paint that time. And then we have a kick-out 3.
It's Addie Carson Pettis with her second 3. Now 9 points for her.
16 point.
Just a 10th grader.
Yeah,
Addie
16-point game right now. You're still, if you can find a couple of stops, you get it back into single digits. You just don't know what happens those last 3 or 4 minutes. The problem is Rogers has had a hard time of really just putting a couple of stops together because of the execution of Lauderdale County's offense and their ability to get second shots off the glass.
Thomas will drive, and she is going to be fouled.
You don't get the Euro step very often in girls high school basketball, but she did get it that time. And they did not call a travel. I would love to see that being added into the game a little bit more as the players continue to grow and progress and evolve. Thought that was a nice move by Thomas, rewarded by getting to the free throw line.
Foul was on Pettis. She'll now take a break as Thigpen will check back in for her. Thomas makes the first free throw, and now she will drop in the second one.
One thing, Lauderdale County, consistency. They continue to rotate players out at the free throw line each time, and then they go straight back in. You're seeing a little bit more of a 2-2-1 press now.
Rogers will break the press. They'll get it into Pettis in the corner. She'll take a 3, and it's in and out. Great rebound and put back by Allie Chandler.
Yeah, really nice look in the corner. Did a good job of getting a clean look against the pressure, and then just, again, those guards attacking down. Once the shot goes up, finding an offensive rebound. They've got to have more of those to finish this game off.
Freeman with the long 3. It's no good. Avery Lindsay comes away with the rebound. She'll give it to Weatherford, who will push it ahead. Weatherford from the top of the key. She'll drive, put it up, and she's going to be fouled by Hollingsworth. That'll be her third. First team foul in the fourth quarter. And Ansley Weatherford will have 2 from the charity stripe.
You know, if I'm Coach Pettis and I'm seeing that we are still consistently being able to get to the rim against this defense here late in the game and get to the free throw line, I'm going to continue to encourage my girls. While threes are great, they have led to so many transition points for Lauderdale County. Attacking the rim stops the clock and gives them a chance to score with the clock not running. If they can be effective in keeping that 5-out spacing and getting to the basket or getting to the basket and getting fouled, that'd be a great opportunity for them to cut back into this lead as they've cut it to 14 here with 5.5 to go in the game.
Jennison Hamill checking in her first action for Lauderdale County. as Rogers will come away with a steal and push. Weatherford trying to get it over to Chandler, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Dickerson. So Rogers will inbound from the baseline. Trailing 55-41. Corey, if you take that second quarter out,
yeah,
man, you've got a tight ball game.
It's dead
Lauderdale
even.
County just went on such a run in that second quarter.
Yeah, 15-0 run to start the second quarter. You got a 14-point gap right now. It's been dead even ever since.
Mobley with the long three. It's no good. And again, Addie Carson-Pettis coming out with the rebound.
Pettis has been so active on the boards on both ends of the floor for them.
She'll pull a three. It's in and out. Chandler will come away with the rebound, try to put it back up, knocked out of her hands, and Clara Freeman will clear for Lauderdale County. McElhaney with the drive, and she was fouled by Avery Lindsay, her third team foul. Excuse me, that's Brooklyn Ritter. I'm looking at the wrong roster. Brooklyn Ritter with her first action for the Tigers, as Ellis and Allie Kate Pettis will check back in for Rogers. Ellis with 3 fouls.
Yeah, at this point, got to play her. She fouls out, but they've got to have her on the floor. It's too valuable on both ends.
Long three-point attempt by Ritter. It's no good. Mobley comes away with the rebound. Her shot goes in and out. Chandler with the rebound, and Mobley fouls her.
Little frustration foul there. Had a little bunny that didn't go down on the putback and just out of position. Gave a little shove.
That'll be Mobley's second team foul, as Rogers will get it ahead to Ellis. Back to Pettis. Now Ellis at the top of the key. She'll drive and kick it in the corner. Addie Carson-Pettis with the drive. She'll pull up and take a jumper from the free throw line. It's no good, and Dickerson fights for the rebound for Lauderdale County. Halfway through the fourth quarter. 14-point lead for Lauderdale County. Ritter up to Ballou, to Dickerson, back to Ballou. She'll take a three from the top. It's no good, off the rim. And she'll fight for it, but it will go out of bounds, as Lauren Nash set to check back in for Rogers.
Yeah, Lauderdale County doing a good job in this read and react style offense. And Rogers has gone to a little bit more of a weave action here, where they're really kind of getting into the gaps. Nice job of penetration that time by Nash. Fouled on the baseline penetration. The shot did go in, but they said that the foul occurred before she was in the motion of shooting. Little box inbound set here for the Pirates.
Hannah Ballou with her first foul, third team foul. Backdoor cut by Pettis, and a fantastic pass by Allie Chandler.
Yeah, just both ends of that play were absolutely dynamite. Caught Lauderdale County with staring at the basketball. Did a great job, and that pass could not have been delivered any better.
Ritter with a nice look on the inside to Ballou.
Yeah, what comes around goes around, as Lauderdale County with a similar action from the top of the key as opposed to the baseline does a great job. Every time Rogers gets just close enough to pull it within.
There's a long three by Allie Kate Pettis.
Back to 12-point differential here. Looking for a stop. You think they come out here possibly looking to extend their defense a little bit into some full court pressure. What do they have left in the tank that they can try to make a run here? How does Lauderdale County handle it? Both teams with 3 team fouls, so just a couple of fouls away from being in the bonus. Rogers has got to try to score the ball as many times as they can with the clock stopped. Lauderdale County is going to have to hit free throws, most likely to extend this thing out and finish it off.
Bank Independent is excited to team up with the University of North Alabama to help students succeed. If you're a Bank Independent customer, you qualify for a 20% tuition scholarship at UNA. That's real savings for your future college plans. Learn more at bibank.com/scholarship. Bank Independent, proud to support our students, our schools, and our community. And you don't have to be a customer right now. You can become a customer and still qualify for that 20% scholarship to UNA.
Yeah, it's a great deal. Ashley, let's talk just a little bit about the history of these two programs and what they've meant to basketball in the state of Alabama, the number of state championships that these two teams have compiled. Lauderdale County has been a juggernaut for decades. Rogers really towards the end of the teens and into the early 2020s. They've been a great competitor at the 4A level. Now they've dropped down to the 3A level, but just really set the standard along with Deschler for girls basketball in North Alabama. And hats off to the programs, to the coaches that have been a part of those programs for what they've meant to just forward the game of basketball across the girls' sport.
Ballou with the drive. She's fouled by Allie Chandler, her fourth team foul, and Hannah Ballou will head back to the free throw line for 2 shots. 2:38 remaining, 11-point lead for Lauderdale County. First shot is up and good.
We would be absolutely remiss if we did not recognize one of our current team members, Gracie Rogers, who played on both the 2019 and the 2021 Girls State Championship teams here at Rogers.
Great drive by Nash. She'll score the bucket and pick up the blocking foul on Dickerson.
Early in the game, Nash seemed to be a little bit out of control with the pace of play. This half, she has settled in and made some really nice attacks to the basket.
Free throw rolls off, and Ballou comes away with the rebound. Corey, I've been really impressed, too, with Hannah Ballou as she'll drive down and get fouled.
She's a nice ball player, got a lot of length, good athleticism, body control. She just doesn't seem to get off balance. She's got a quick first step, but she's also shown some range by shooting the ball from the perimeter and has done a really nice job for this team. Coming off the bench, having a player like that you can go to provide minutes. She and Hollingsworth have been just absolute dynamite off that bench for Lauderdale County tonight.
First free throw is no good. Second one is also off the mark as Weatherford and Owens battle for it, and Weatherford will save it, and Rogers will push ahead with Thigpen. Being knocked out of her hands by Dickerson, who makes a great diving attempt on the baseline.
Yeah, a little spark plug out there. She is just flying all over the place, getting her hands on the basketball. Love to see that kind of energy and effort. And again, 10-point game here with 2 minutes to go.
Great inbounds pass by Nash to Chandler, and she's fouled.
Love that drawn-up inbounds play there that Rogers goes to and get something going towards the rim. It's a 10-point game, got a chance to go into single digits for the first time since the end of the first quarter there, and send somebody to the rim. Give them a chance to try to get to the free throw line. If they score, that's great too. See if you can continue to drag this game out and get it into a manageable situation here.
This free throw is up and good, and that cuts it to an 8-point lead now with 2:09.
Talking about depth off the bench, Thigpen Chandler coming off the bench for Rogers has been really solid on the offensive end of the floor, providing some great minutes for them.
Dickerson with it now. She'll pass it over to Mobley. Mobley to Ballou. Ballou will take it back up towards the top of the key, and then she'll lose it.
Well
taken
done
away by Weatherford. Mobley chasing her from behind. She'll lose it, but it goes into the hands of Chandler. She'll get it into Lindsay. Avery Lindsay will drop in 2 points. So 58-52 now with 1:37 and running.
Weatherford with a heads-up defensive play on that last possession.
Dickerson with the long three. It's no good. We've got a jump ball with possession arrow to Rogers.
Dickerson with a clean look from the perimeter. Chance to push it back up to 9. Does everything but goes down. Coach Clemens not electing to call a timeout here, seeing her team if they can weather the storm here. Still a 6-point game.
And Nash just makes a mistake you can't make. You can't push it ahead on that corner against the press. And Lauderdale County will come out with it, and Coach Clemens will call a 30-second timeout. Let's take a quick break. This is high school basketball on the X Sports Network, brought to you by Bank Independent. Hey.
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. They've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
is the X Sports Network.
Both teams in the bonus.
Welcome back, 117, 58-52. Corey, what's going to decide it here in this last minute 17?
Both teams in the bonus here the rest of the way, really looking to execute if you're Lauderdale County. You don't want to come out of your rhythm. So if you find a rhythm shot, take it, but you're not trying to force anything as you still have a 6-point lead. No shot clock in Alabama high school basketball yet. So Lauderdale County going to be really patient and force Rogers to probably put them to the free throw line. If I'm Rogers, I don't give up too much time on this possession. You want to extend this game as long as you can.
Shelton with it now. She'll give it up to Thomas at the top of the key. They're pretty happy right now just to pass it. I'm not sure if Mobley would be the one I would go foul, but Weatherford will foul her, and Madison Mobley will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Only 2 points here in the second half for Madison Mobley after dropping 16 in the first half.
Yeah, just has not been on the floor quite as much. I think Coach Clemens has tried to intentionally get some minutes for some other team members. They had a 19-point lead midway through the third and looked to be in cruise control.
She'll miss both as Weatherford comes away with the rebound. I guess that I shouldn't be talking. Great pass ahead, and Lindsay will just miss the lay-in, and she'll get fouled. The rebound on the rebound, Weatherford will pick up the foul. I believe Dickerson will head to the free throw line.
Just a great pass in transition. The pass led her right to the rim. It's just so hard to stop your momentum when you're going at that pace and to be able to make it soft enough off the backboard and just a touch strong that time. And then the good news is they fouled on the rebound, so the clock didn't continue to run beyond the missed shot.
Dickerson makes the first free throw.
This is one of those games early in the season. It's an area game, but you're finding out a lot about your players, having to manage the clock, having to manage the situation here and hit free throws when it matters most.
Both free throws good for Dickerson. She now with 10 points on the night.
Lauderdale County out of their press for the first time all night here, electing to set up the half-court offense.
Addie Carson-Pettis will drive it to the corner, try to get it back to McElhaney.
Dickerson.
And it's knocked out of bounds by Dickerson.
All over the place again.
Weatherford and Chandler check back in for Rogers now that they're on offense.
Plenty of time. Don't have to settle for a three here, but you've got to go quick. Get to the rim, see if you can get to the free throw line.
Ellis with the long three, and it's in and out. Fight for the rebound, and Mobley will come away with it, and she'll be fouled by Chandler.
Yeah, a couple free throws here with a chance to really stretch this game out. A good look that time, even though it was a little bit deep for Ellis. Again, halfway down and then back out. But Rogers, no time to waste on possessions right now. Try to get to the rim, try to attack. You're in the bonus if you can just get them to the free throw line. Lauderdale County's job, secure the basketball, hit free throws.
Mobley makes the first. Her second attempt is up and good, now with 20 points on the night for Madison Mobley.
Real clean release on those last two free throws.
Just a 10th grader. We'll be seeing a lot of Madison Mobley in the next couple of years at Lauderdale County.
Lauderdale County's tempo on defense right now. They picked it back up, equivalent to where it was at the start of the second quarter, and they are just creating fits for Rogers.
Thomas will come away with the steal, and she'll be fouled by Allie Kate Pettis, and Thomas will go to the line with 8.4 seconds left, leading 62-52.
What you see in these situations oftentimes is when you get in a large gap and you have to fight your way back, it takes so much energy and effort to get back into a game that at some point that energy is going to run out. And I think what we've seen here in the last minute or so from Rogers is the tanks are just completely empty. Lauderdale County has done a great job of weathering the storm and pushing it back out to double figures.
Thomas makes both and pushes it back to a 12-point lead. Great effort by both these teams tonight. Ellis will drive and pull up from the free throw line. It'll be no good. And Lauderdale County survives after taking a big lead midway through the third quarter. They saw Rogers cut it down to 6 before pushing it back out and taking a 12-point victory and going to 1-0 now in Class 3A Area 16 play.
Yeah, and you said it. Two really well-coached teams that came out prepared, came out and executed 21-21 at the end of the first quarter. Everything that they did worked for them in the first quarter. The difference in the game, the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, where Lauderdale County goes on a 15-0 run and then end up winning by 12 in a game where you played 3 of the 4 quarters dead even. That 1 quarter is the difference in the game. It'd be a great opportunity for Rogers to learn from that, think about how they can come out with a different level of intensity. For Lauderdale County, really nice job of just continuing to keep the pressure on for the entire 32 minutes and come away with a really nice road win against a good Rogers basketball team.
When we come back, we will have the boys game. Lauderdale County and Rogers. Lauderdale County at 7-1, Rogers at 1-9. So we'll take a break. We'll get ready here for the boys game. You're watching high school basketball on the X Sports Network, brought to you by Bank Independent.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Independent. We're invested in you.